Do you mind if can I take this out? Sure. Thanks. I'm not used to having the mic stand in front of me. Well, okay, no problem. Well, I was coming here on the subway, and I'm sitting across from this guy, and he's just like sitting there and staring at me, and I get really uncomfortable. I'm like, man, I wish this guy would stop staring at me. And then we get to the next stop, and this other girl gets on, and he starts looking at her, and I was just like, she is so not even cuter than me. I mean, you could have had me a minute ago. Now it's over, so forget about it. So I'm originally from the Bronx, Puerto Rican and Italian. Woo. And my mother's Puerto Rican, my father's Sicilian. It's really great. I look nothing like my mom, which was real pain growing up because nobody believed I was Puerto Rican. So my mom was this very dark-skinned Puerto Rican woman, and I am very not. So growing up, people would always ask me if I was adopted. And I remember one day in the second grade, this little girl came up to me and she said, "Is your mommy always that dark?" And I was like, no, she's a mood mommy. She's just pissed right now. She calms down, she's this icy blue color. So it was really hard to get people to believe I was Puerto Rican, but when they finally did, I could tell them any word was a Spanish word, and they believed me. It was beautiful. Just last week, this girl at work asked me how to say strawberry. I have no idea. But I looked her right in the face and said, "strawberry." And she bought it. It was great. It was wonderful. Because now there's somebody across town ordering a strawberry shortcake, and it's all because of me. So great. So I told you about my mom. My dad is, I'm daddy's little girl. He will always protect me, and he loves me. And he's a little paranoid right now because I just moved out of the house. I just moved in with my boyfriend, and he's really mad. And he actually said before I left, he said, you know, he's never going to buy the cow if you give away the milk for free. So I was like, Dad, are you calling me fat? Because you just implied that I was a cow to be milked. He's a really great guy. My boyfriend is wonderful. We just moved in together, which is great. We're starting to get to that point in the relationship where we're starting to talk about things, you know, you really don't want to talk about. So it's getting pretty scary. Like recently, my boyfriend just brought up anal sex. And I was like, isn't that going to hurt you? Because I'm not going to do it. Nah, you're so brave. He got all upset. He was like, you're a comic. You should be more open-minded. I was like, my mind is not what you're asking me to open here, buddy. I was actually glad we were able to talk about it because now that we live together, I would have really hated to come home and he would like leave hints around the apartment. You know, it would be terrible. Like I'd come home, all the backs of my underwear are cut out. Like, honey, I think we have a moth problem. It's really bad. So like I said, our relationship is really advancing, and right now I'm trying to have a baby. Yeah, I haven't told him yet, but I'm sure he's going to be just as excited as I am because he'd make such a great father. He really, really would. So like I said, I'm originally from the Bronx, but I don't date Bronx guys, unfortunately, because Bronx guys will pretty much date anything. Yeah, you could put a pair of tits on a mop, and they'd be like, who's the girl with the dreadlocks? All right, thank you.